we go. Wow. Hello. Is this working? Yes, it is. Hi, you're watching Wakes Me Eat, and we're here at Tiong Bahru Market to try fishball noodle and Yong tofu. There's a stall right over there. Now, this stall still sells fishball noodles, which has a very old school taste. They are one of the original hawkers at the old Seng market in the 1970s, and the stall is still run by first generation hawkers. They are now in their 70s. They shifted over when it became Tiong Bahru Food Centre, and they have been at this food centre ever since. Run by a husband and wife team, and they have their daughter-in-law, who is 39, still helping out. They haven't garnered much media attention, but they should, as they actually offer a fishball noodles that can easily rival some of the more popular ones. So come, let's have a taste. I 4块要啦米包。Okay, we have a bowl now. Now, there are sort of like a few ways you can actually order the Yong tofu and the fishball noodles. You can order the fishball noodles on its own. It's $3 and $4. You can add some Yong tofu items if you want to. So I added some. So I ordered some stuffed tau pok. I ordered some stuffed tofu skin, tauki. And I ordered some, there's already a lot of fishball items, but I ordered some more fishball items. So these are the fish cakes, I suppose. Handmade fish cakes in a different shape, I don't know. Very nice. And the noodles itself, obviously you can order a variety of noodles. I ordered mee pok, which is basically flat egg noodles. And you get some fish balls. Get some fish cakes. And you get some sliced meat. But first, trying the noodles. Wow. Right now, noodles are on the softer side texture-wise, but they still have bite. Feels good. But it's really the sauce. It is this addictive, savory, slightly sweet noodle dressing. It is done very old school. It's kind of like a slightly sweet sambal paste and lots and lots and lots of fried lard and fried onion oil. You have the lard. Taking the lard with the noodles. So good. One thing refreshing about the taste of this fishball noodles is that they don't actually put a lot of black vinegar inside, if at all. And that is something which is very hard to come by these days. Now, they actually make their own fish balls and fish cakes, and they actually do the Yong tofu items here. They actually make fish paste, and then they buy the Yong tofu items from downstairs, and then they actually stuff their own Yong tofu. But there's a caveat. The fish paste, it can be done pretty inconsistently. So sometimes it's good, but other times it's not a highlight, as it tastes more or less the same as factory made ones. This is the fish ball. Very springy, very bouncy. They do it to a very springy, bouncy texture. The tau pok, they get this from the market downstairs. Tau pok. I should try the sliced meat before it gets too soft. Not dry, very nicely blanched. Fish dumpling, I doubt they actually handmade this. I'll be surprised if they do. The auntie said, yeah, they handmade the items, but I doubt their fish dumpling is actually handmade. It doesn't look handmade at all. So what it is that it's basically a more resilient fish paste, which they actually make into a dumpling skin, and then they put minced meat inside. Okay, it's factory made. It's still nice. Tofu skin. Whether factory made or not, right, tofu skin is always a win in my book. Fish ball with some of the noodles and a piece of pork lard inside here. Yum, very nice. Trying the soup. A bit hard to see. There we go. Now the soup is not a highlight. And it's not a highlight at all. Okay? It is plain as hell. There's no salt. I mean, it looks as though they actually put in some spring onions and there's a little bit of oil on the surface, but it's plain. It's quite tasteless. And yeah, it's not a highlight. So treat it like a drink. Okay, the noodles also have an alkaline smell to them. Okay, but that's quite standard these days. As I said, there are a few ways to actually order fishball noodles and Yong Tau Fu at this place. You can order fishball noodles alone, or you can order it with Yong Tau Fu items. You can just add a few pieces inside if you want to, and then you get charged accordingly. They will also ask you whether you want to add the Yong Tau Fu sauces on top. The sweet fermented bean sauce and the chili sauce, but I tend not to add it in. The fermented bean sauce is very, very, very dominant. It's a very dominant taste, and it will actually overpower the dressing of the noodles itself. Okay, I'm re-recording this bit because I didn't quite explain my point clearly when I did the filming. So here it is. There are two ways to order at the stall. First way, just fishball noodles alone, and the dressing for that is nice and saucy. Enough flavor and liquid dressing to go around for the ingredients and noodles. Second way is fishball noodles, but you can add additional Yong Tau Fu items into the mix. But that's not necessarily a good idea, because the uncle cooking the noodles doesn't really put more sauce to compensate for the fact that you're adding more Yong Tau Fu items. Or maybe he does, or is trying to, but it doesn't really come across at all. And the uncle just gives you more or less the same amount of sauce, and very often it means that the noodles are drier, less oily, and there's less sauce and flavor in the bowl. A possible reason why he doesn't add more dressing is because you're expected to add additional Yong Tau Fu sauces. The sweet red preserved bean sauce and the chili sauce are on top to make up for the lack of flavor you're going to get. Their daughter-in-law will actually ask you if you want the sauces on top. Now, I don't do so because I've tried it a few times, and adding the red sauce and the chili sauce throws a whole balance of the dressing off, in my opinion. The resultant taste doesn't have enough lard notes, and it tends to get too overly sweet. So whenever I'm here, I just order the fishball noodles alone. That's it. I don't choose any Yong Tau Fu items, that's it. And I feel that it is perfect as it is. Okay, so back to the vlog. Okay, finished. It's a quick meal. There you go. Now that was an introduction to Hui Ji fishball noodle and Yong Tau Fu. Easily, in my opinion, one of the best fishball noodle stalls in Singapore. The problem is that they are probably likely to retire soon. They're in their 70s. I think the man, Chew Bu Hui, is 74, and the wife is Ng Soi Moi. She is 73, and there's actually no one to take over. The daughter-in-law who actually helps out, Li Thi Hua, she is 39 years old, and yeah, she expresses no intention to take over, which is a bit of a shame lah. So eat at the store while you can. I don't think they will actually survive more than 5 years, I doubt. So, you know, they are very, very tired. The matriarch, Soi Moi herself, she actually stuffs all the Yong Tau Fu and makes the fish balls and so on and so forth. And she wakes up at 2 AM to basically do all that. And she's tired, very, very tired. But as I said, the Yong Tau Fu is not really a highlight. the fishball noodles is actually the highlight, and hopefully they can actually keep that going. So thanks for watching another episode of Great Speed Eats, where I eat through the whole of Singapore. If you like this episode, give a like, subscribe, and comment below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.